Yo, what up world? It's Isabel here. This will be a video of Fandoms I 2. Sorry if it doesn't look like I'm directly looking at you, because I film with my iPad and it's weird. Yeah. And if I'm looking down or have a piece of paper in my hand, it's because I've written all this stuff down and there's a lot to say about this topic. So things you need to know about fandoms. There should be about 18 or 19. Yes. So number one, if you're not a fandom person, you probably won't understand, but try my best to describe fandoms to you. Fandoms are often misunderstood, and there's a good quote that I found. Trying to explain fandoms is to a non-fandom person is like explaining trigonometry to a dog, except that the dog won't judge you for knowing trigonometry. Number two, fandoms can be about a movie, a book, a show, a YouTuber, game, or a band. Not everything has a fandom, like say knitting fandom or a baseball fandom. They just don't have a fandom. Fandoms are mostly comprised of like fiction and pop culture. Number three, fandom person isn't a stereotypical Justin Bieber or One Direction fangirl. We like to keep away from that image. We're not a 12-year-old screaming at One Direction. We usually like to go with the fangirl, fanboy who covers up, snuggles with a blanket with, say, a Doctor Who t-shirt while watching Sherlock or listening to a Deadpool theme music. Number four, some people aren't weird enough to be a fandom person. You can like it or love it and still not be in a fandom. Some people's brains just don't go into fandom people mode like most of us. It's just that way. Number five, being in a fandom is not a choice. Once you experience the thing, you can't choose whether or not you're in it. You just become a part of it and you cannot escape. 6, there will always be pain. When character dies, ships are broken up, authors / screenwriters refuse to give characters any happiness at all. If you see someone cursing the name Moffat, you can be bet that they're in a fandom and that Steve Moffat has killed another character. You basically love those feelings, but it's also very complicated. The feels. Number 7, if you're in a fandom, you can't leave. Once you're in, you're in. It's basically becomes your life. Can't escape. Number 8, if you're not sure if you're in a fandom or not and you want to be, well, you're in. If you're asking this question, you love this fandom that you want to be in, like TV show or anything, you're in the fandom, you can be in it, whatever you like. Number 9, shipping. Yes, this does happen. This refers to a relationship that you make between two characters is almost always a romantic relationship, but broships and other weirdness happen sometimes. You never know, it's the internet, things happen. There's two characters or something, someone's going to ship them no matter what. And basically everyone ships everything. Some ships make sense, and then there are those that are complete weird and probably don't make sense to most people. Yeah, basically, you can't have a fandom without any ships. Number 10. Every fandom is different. The people are different. The books are different. La di da di da. If you mention angels to a Whovian, they'll probably run and hide, but if you mention angels to a supernatural fan, they'll probably give a smirk. Complete different actions. Some fandoms get defenses really easily, while some are more easygoing. Number 11. There's a certain amount of insanity that happens in all the fandoms. By definition, fandoms is a strange thing. You're like so in love with a piece of entertainment that you devote a large proportion of your time, whether through writing fan fiction or simply browsing or just thinking about it. It probably sounds obsessive with outsiders. Number 13, the Sherlock fandom. This fandom's insanity is a whole different level. I am a part of this fandom. I'm also a part of many others. It just sucks in. Other fandoms might come close, but Sherlockans are weirdly regarded to be the most insane out of all the fandoms. The stuff the Sherlock fandom comes up with is often too bizarre for words. Number 14, Super Who-Lock. Super Who-Lock is supernatural cross Doctor Who cross Sherlock fandoms, which form to become one giant fandom. Basically slowly taking over Tumblr and Pinterest, and one day rule the world, because it's awesome. Number 15. Though we aren't antisocial people with unhealthy obsessions and no distinctions between reality and fiction, some of us may be a bit antisocial. Not my problem. We know that there is a line between fiction and reality. Thank you very much. But one of the worst things to say to a fandom person is, it's only a book, movie, show, etc, etc. No, it's much, much more. This implies that the thing that we obsess over is unimportant. It's fandom's way of life, not just some weird fad, like you would call it. Number 16. Like most people know, Tumblr is the home of many, many fandoms. Pinterest is also close by, but not so close. Tumblr takes the main stage, and if you get into the heart of fandom, scrolling through Tumblr tags, you'll probably end up being sucked in. Number 17, secondhand fandom syndrome. is a femicom. If you see these often enough, you'll start to learn things about the fandom. In the late stages of this condition, you'll even know the popular fan pairings, and you might even laugh at in-fandom jokes despite the fact that you're actually not in the fandom and haven't watched a single episode of it or read the books. This has happened to me millions of times scrolling through Pinterest. I should really stop it. The best way to overcome this is don't even go on the internet, which is impossible, or just become part of the fandom. Just become one. Number 18. If you still don't get it, it's okay. If you think it's weird, still fine. Creeped out. That's cool. Fandoms aren't for everyone. They could look very, very strange to you. Not everyone will get us, but we're okay with that. As long as you don't bother us, we won't bother you. And if you judge us, we don't care. We're too busy crying over Sherlock falling. I mentioned it. Yes, I did. Just know that when you can't imagine what it's like to be in a fandom, we can't imagine what it's like not being in a fandom. As I said before, it's a way of life. Thanks for watching this video. If you want me to talk about another video on fandoms, please comment below. If you like the video, please like it, and go watch Brittany's video from last week. Go check all out the other ones, and yes, please subscribe if you liked it too. Bye, we're all mad here, so doesn't matter. Become one of us.